Hi, this is my film of my first time in Istanbul. I spent 21 hours on a train coming from Bucharest. So I arrived in Istanbul about on the city outskirts in Hakkari because the train station in central Istanbul is closed now. Sakirchi is closed. So you get bussed in on a coach, and as you come around the Golden Horn, it's the first time I've ever been in Istanbul. You just get this fabulous view. It's just really blows your mind. See the Bosphorus and Istanbul, the European side and the Asian side. And it was such a beautiful day the day I came. It was a perfect day. You can see these clear blue skies. And although I was there for nearly 4 days, this was probably the best day. So I got some really good filming done. And these sequences I took within my first 2 hours in Istanbul, just walking around, just getting a feel for the city. But you can see how blue it all was, and it was just so cool. And this is looking back towards Sakirchi, and the Blue Mosque is in the background. That's where my hotel was. So I was really close to everything. I just literally had to walk out, and you could see the Bosphorus, and so it was really conveniently placed. And the metro station was there to get across to the Asian side. So I did use these boats. There was just loads of ferries going back and forth. So I did do a night cruise. And I've got a little bit of film. I'll show that separately. And I did go all the way up to the Black Sea, which I'll show on a separate film. I was reading before I left that Istanbul was the 6th largest city in the world, and it was a real megatropolis type of city. So I didn't see it all, but because I was mainly in this central area, but it looked massive to me, and it was a very modern city. It was skyscrapers in the financial district and a lot of modern flats as you came in on the train from the European side. So it was a very vibrant city, very exotic and exciting, and a complete contrast to Bucharest. So Turkey's a secular republic, and but there was straight away you see the Islamic influence, and of course I wanted to go to see the Blue Mosque, and this was quite near my hotel. So this was the tramway leading up to the Blue Mosque, and this was the second day, and it was really early because normally all these streets are really packed. But in Turkey, things seem to liven up late morning and things go on into the night. So I went up to the Blue Mosque early to avoid all the crowds and to get some good shots. So the Blue Mosque is the most famous mosque in Istanbul, and I did go to see a few others. I've got a few pictures. And here's the Blue Mosque here. And you can see I can actually get some selfies done because there's hardly any people. So when I came back in the evening, walking back this way, of course it was packed out. You're allowed to go into the Blue Mosque dressed in shorts, but only long shorts. So there's obviously a strict Islamic code. But that was okay. I respect that. So, it was hot. My whole trip was during the Lucifer heat wave, and this is my last couple of days of the trip. So it was still warm, but luckily it's by the sea, so it was a bit cooler. I've only been into one other mosque, and that was in London, and it's nothing on the scale of this. This is really on an epic scale. So you can't go, they do cordon it off a bit, as you can see here, but you can see all the detail and all the beauty of the carpets and the ceilings. It's almost, it's as good as a Sistine Chapel, so it's spectacular. So I was walking back after this back to the Bazaar district. So I'll tell you a story of what happened there. It was really quiet on a Sunday morning, and basically I was walking behind this guy who's a shoe shine cleaner. So what he does, he's in front of me, he drops his shoe shine, his brush onto the floor, and me being a very polite person, I pick it up and give it to him. So he makes a big fuss of me, and he says he's going to start cleaning my shoes. There's just one problem: I'm wearing sandals, so you can't really clean them. But he's still doing it, and then he charges me I think it was in English money, it's about £3.50. So it's not a lot, but it's a very kind of clever con. So what happened after about 90 seconds? So I gave him the money because I was quite bemused at the audacity of the con. But then another guy tried it about a minute and a half later, and I just walked on by. So if that happens to you, don't pick it up, okay? Otherwise, Istanbul was completely safe. I had no problems at all. People I met were very friendly and courteous. Hotel staff were really good, and I thought Istanbul was a fabulous city to visit. I hope I get one more chance to visit it in my lifetime.